all your troubles. I want you to sit back and enjoy. And now, on with the show.
Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a marquee tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars, and clowns. Nothing that's formal, nothing that's normal. No one's beside. Open the curtain, Marquee tonight. Thank you. Wow, nice to see all of you here. Wow, what a great crowd. We're not giving anything away, are we? If we are, we don't have it. How about this stage, ladies and gentlemen? This is not your dollar store production. This is not even off Broadway. This is Broadway-esque, okay? So tonight, as Marie said, we're doing our Marquee Memories show, and we're going to take you back and walk down memory lane. We're going to perform numbers from some of our marquee shows that went way back to 1992. And before I go any further, I would like to thank the Pablo Picasso Foundation for this jacket. The guy may have been a great artist, but he doesn't know what it's called, that's for sure. So let me get rid of this. Oh, no. And thank you. Now, throughout the show, we have what we call our card girls. Hello there. And now they will be showing you the year that we did the skit. Okay? Very nice. 1995. Oh, okay. Remember the Friday night fights? Well, she used to work the Friday night fights. Round one, round two. Okay, now, let's get this mic here. From our Mayslake, thank you. From our Mayslake Has Talent marquee, we decided to get 3 of our chorus members together and have them perform as a trio. Now get ready, because this was their very first time performing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Equals.
If I didn't care more than words can say, if I didn't care, would I feel this way? If this isn't love, beyond compare. Would all this be true if I didn't care for you?
If I didn't care, would it be the same? Would my every prayer begin and end with just your name?
And would I be sure that this is love beyond compare? I think I hurt myself. Would all this be true if I didn't care for you?
Oh gosh. I hope none of you remember the ink spots. Okay. Now, for 110 years, the most legendary French cabaret has welcomed millions of spectators who have come to admire the French can-can. Now, Les Moulins Rouge is world famous for its French can-can dance. And of course, it was immortalized by the painter Toulouse-Lautrec, who, according to history, was very, very loose. Now, this number is from, I broke myself up on that one. This number is from our Hasty Jamboree Marquee. You know, I think somebody made a wrong turn in Tennessee, but you know, I guess they do play country and western music in Paris. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, the French can-can! You know the old saying, always leaving with a smile. Now, Trixie, oh, here she is. This is Trixie. Hi, Trixie. Trixie, she was a passenger on our SS Mayslake cruise, Marquee. And you know what she loved most about the cruise? Visiting the different restaurants that we had on board. So Trixie, why don't you tell the folks what restaurant you just dined in?
Okay, hi there. I'm Trixie from Jawbone, Indiana. And this is my first ever cruise. I never saw a boat with so many restaurants. I'll tell you, I get them in with them every morning. I remember what I ate. Because I'm not too good with memory. Okay. What I had last night was calamari. I went to Amiciati, which is an Italian restaurant. And I think in Italian it means feed me. Well, I did. But I had calamari, Caesar salad, should be garlic bread, lasagna baked with a side of shrimp scampi and linguine. And for dessert, I had cannoli and tiramisu. I have a hard time eating pasta, you know, waxes. But I got one of my brilliant ideas. I was thinking of frying pasta with a snake. You're looking at me funny. That way, you could get spaghetti that wraps itself around the fork. No slack. Anyway, I'm going to the Chinese restaurant, and they're having the buffet for the dragonfly. See you later.
As he gives us all of the reviews on the food. Now, our next number is from our Eva Twinkle Bottom Marquee. Yeah, that's the name of the show. He thinks there was a lot of drink to the bottom on that show. But anyhow, you know the old saying that opposites attract. Don't you love the color, by the way? Isn't she beautiful? Thank you. You know, somebody at Columbia Records came up with the idea to put together a country singer with a suave, debonair, romantic singer and have them record a duet. Well, in 1984, the record became number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was number 1 on the country chart. They were also named the Duo of the Year, and the song was voted as the Single of the Year by the Academy of Country Music. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias. you attract. You would not believe backstage, because we don't have a lot of room back there. And here they are sitting, and we're like afraid, I don't want them to have a baby during the show. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. Now, this next number is from our Spice of Life marquee, although they showed a lot of spice in that one. It was a big hit. This song was a big hit in 1927, called Me and My Shadow. Now, for all of you English aficionados out there, Me and My Shadow is grammatically incorrect, okay? However, my shadow and I, it just doesn't make it. And so anyhow, we decided to do this song, and the title suggests kind of a lighthearted mood and maybe a failed date. But remember this, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what your mood or whatever is happening in your life, your shadow is always behind you.
Is everybody happy? Me, and my shadow, strolling down the avenue. Me, and my shadow, not a soul to tell my troubles to. And when it's 12 o'clock, we climb the stairs. We never knock, 'cause nobody's there. Just me and my shadow, all alone and feeling blue. All alone and feeling.
Alrighty, thank you. The short one always has to get the last word in, right? Now, our next act is going to need this mic. It's from our Hooray for Hollywood marquee. Now, this couple started their career. Don't you love this jacket, by the way? Huh? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. This couple started their career in the 60s as rhythm and blues backup singers. However, in 1965, they had 2 hit records, and they had 2 hit TV shows. But the couple's career ended as a duo in 1975, following a divorce. That'll do it. Now, these 2 performers were inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, in 1998. Ladies and gentlemen, hooray for Hollywood, and hooray for Sonny and Cher!
They say we're young and we don't know. Won't find out till we grow. Well, I don't know all that's true. You got me, baby, I got you. Hey, I got you.
is from our Mayslake Has Talent Marquee. And it's from the very successful musical South Pacific. Now it takes place during World War II, where a group of U.S. sailors are lamenting their longing for female companionship. In other words, they're horny. So ladies and gentlemen, let's listen in on their conversation. Here we go. We got some light on the sand, we got light on the sea, we got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off the tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games. What ain't we got? We ain't got days. We get packages from home, we get movies, we get shows, we get smashes from our silver and my show Tokyo rolls. We get glitter, stops and points, and we get dizzy from the smell. What don't we get? You know damn well. We've got nothing to put on a clean white suit for her. What we need is what there ain't no substitute for her. There is nothing like a day, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. We feel restless, we feel blues, we feel lonely and free. We feel every kind of feeling but the feeling of relief. We feel hungry as a wolf and when we get Red Riding Hood. What don't we feel? We don't feel good. Lots of things in life are beautiful, but brother, there's one particular thing that is nothing in any way, shape, or form like any other. Boom! There is nothing like a day, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. There are no looks like a day, and nothing looks like a day. There are no dreams like a day, and nothing tastes like a day. Nothing acts like a day, or attracts like a day. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here. The can't be good by putting him there. A girly, womanly, female, feminine, I think we have a little wardrobe malfunction there. Coconuts were off to one side. Oh, Lordy, I want to tell you. Can you imagine? I look at that group and I say, how the hell did we win the war? Oh, Lordy, and I'll tell you how we won. We won by brave men and women who sacrificed their lives. And if we have any veterans in this audience, thank you for your service. Okay, get off your soapbox right now. Our next stop is from a show called, you can come up, A Funny Thing Happened at the Forum. And this was in 2001. Thank you, Phyllis, for letting me know. We now take you to the Place du Tertre in Paris, France. It is known for its painters and silhouette artists, and the streets are usually packed with tourists seeking a portrait, and there are many, many painters that live there. Of course, you all know who was there, Pablo and Toulouse. So let's look in on the famous avant-garde French artist, Sherry Chardonnay, as she works on her latest masterpiece, A Woman in White. Here's Trixie.
Ah, you remember me? I remember you. Anyway, you know, a lot of these folks go on tours. I'm not going to tours. What I've been doing is going to restaurants. I went to the French restaurant, the Thai restaurant, the Diamond restaurant, the Mediterranean restaurant. I think I'm becoming a foodie UN. Anyway, I went to the Chinese buffet. They did not have dragonflies. But I had egg rolls. I love that hot mustard sauce. Wonton soup, chow mein, mugu gai pan. You know, when I get that, I tell them, put it in the dish. I had Mongolian beef, sweet and sour shrimp, and of course, fortune cookies. I didn't like any of my fortunes, so I threw them away. But you know, an hour after I eat Chinese, I'm hungry again. I'm sure some of you are too. So I stopped in a snack shop and I had a bowl of soup. I called the waiter over and I said, there's a fly in my soup. The waiter gave me this big-eyed look and he said, what do you want for $3 an elephant? Jeez Louise, I don't know where they find these people. I'm going to the Mexican restaurant having a fiesta. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Trixie. Need some, forget what she needs. Now, I would like to introduce our next act. She was a big hit in our SS Mayslake cruise Marquee. Someone once said, all you need in the world is love and laughter. Well, you're going to love her because she's going to provide you with the laughter. Here she is, direct from a very successful engagement at the Olympic Theater in Cicero, Illinois, which is right next to Berwyn. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice big warm reception for Miss Darlene Dingy?
Well, hello everybody, and it's so good to be here today for the Marquee Memories show. This is such a special occasion that I had this dress made by the world designers Johnson and Johnson. It's called the emergency dress. In case I get in an accident or if I accidentally cut myself, this dress has me covered. And it's 100% cotton. Well, speaking of fashion, the other day I was at McDonald's and I was standing behind a woman who was wearing a pair of those designer jeans. You know, the one with the patch on the back pocket that says yes, G-U-E-S-S. Well, I'm guessing 200 to 250 pounds. A wife said to her husband, darling, I really need a new dress. He said, well, what's wrong with the one you've got? And she said, well, this dress is just too long, and the veil keeps falling in my eyes. Well, football season has started, and a third grade teacher announced to her class that she was a cheesehead. And she said, if you are a cheesehead, raise your hand. So all the children who wanted to be like their teacher all raised their hand, except one small boy named Alan. Well, the teacher said to him, Alan, why did you decide to be different? And what are you? Alan said, well, I'm a Bears fan. My mother is a Bears fan, my father is a Bears fan, and I'm a proud Bears fan. The teacher says, well, Alan, that's no reason. What if your mother was a moron and your father was a moron? What would you be then? Alan smiled and said, well, then I'd be a cheesehead. Well, I'm in a real good mood tonight. I just signed a 2-year contract with General Motors. I bought a car. However, last week I was very depressed with the economy, Social Security, health care plan. I was desperate, so I decided to call the suicide hotline. I had to dial 1 first. They connected me with a call center in Pakistan. I said, help me, I'm suicidal. They got excited and shouted, can you drive a truck? Two men were sitting at a park bench at a retirement center when one turns to the other and says, gee, you know, I'm 83 years old now, and I'm just full of aches and pains. Slim, you're about my age. How do you feel? And Slim said, I feel like a newborn baby. So the man said, a newborn baby? Really? What's that like? And Slim said, I've got no hair, no teeth, and I think I just wet my pants. A ticket agent was stationed outside the departure gate at the airport. When she extended her hand to a man that approached, and he opened his trench coat and slashed her. Well, without missing a beat, the agent said, sir, I asked to see your ticket, not your stuff. Father Flanagan decided to answer his ringing phone. Hello, is this Father Flanagan? It is. This is the IRS. Do you think you can help us? I can. Do you have a parishioner named Fred Houlihan? I do. He is a parishioner of your parish? He is. Did he donate $10,000? He will. An older lady decided to treat herself to an overnight stay at an exclusive hotel for her 70th birthday. The next morning, when she went to check out. The desk clerk handed her bill for $250. Well, she exploded and demanded to know what the charges were for. She said, "I didn't even have breakfast." The desk clerk said, "Well, that's our standard rate." And she was so upset, she said, "I need to talk to the manager." So the manager entered, and he announced, "This hotel has an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We have a huge conference room that are available for use." She said, "Well, I didn't use any of them." "Well, they were there, and you could have." He said, "This hotel also has in-house shows, for which our hotel is very famous for. You could have seen those shows." She says, "But I didn't see those shows." He says, "Well, you could have." No matter what service the manager told the woman about, she exclaimed, "But I didn't use them." After talking to the manager for several minutes, she wrote him a check, and she handed it to him. He looked surprised, and he said, "Ma'am, this check is for only $50. She says, "That's right. I charged you $200 for sleeping with me." He says, "But I didn't." She says, "That's correct. And you know what? It's a shame, because I was there and you could Well, now that I'm older, I've discovered a lot of things. One, I started out with nothing, and I still have most of that left. My wild oats have turned into brooms and oat rams, and I finally got my hair together in my head, and my body is falling apart. And do you remember when your mother used to say, "Be sure to wear clean underwear in case you get in an accident"? Well, now you wear clean underwear in case you have an accident. But old is better in so many ways, like old songs, old movies, and old friends. I wish you life of happiness, love, and laughter. Thank you for being a wonderful audience.
I love to say, wait a cotton picking minute. Now, this next skit is for all of you TV sitcom lovers. It's from a 2000 Marquee show called Rosie Meets the Stars. Now, Rosie got to meet the stars of All in the Family, and that was done in this year, 2000. Boy, your batteries are really working today. Now, All in the Family was the TV series that brought reality, and I mean reality, to TV. So here are Archie and Edith Bunker doing what they love most, singing together. Well, Edith loved it, Archie, not so much.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. And you know you were. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody pulled his weight. G.R.O. LaSalle ran great. Those were the days. And you know who you are now. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody pulled his weight. G.R.O. LaSalle ran great. Those were the days.
And guess what? Here comes Trixie!
I don't know whether it's the ship that's rolling or me. I'm not sure. Anyway, can you guess where I've been? I was in the Mexican restaurant. Oh! You know, it's really tiring to do this. I had chips and salsa and guacamole, enchiladas, chimichangas, carne asada, ribeye beans. And when I eat my tacos, I eat them over tostado. That way if stuff falls out, I get another taco. And of course, you have to wash all this down with a margarita, or two, or three, or four. I think I stopped counting at four. Anyway, some of my friends tell me that I need to go on a diet. They say a perfect diet is 3 meals a day. It makes sense. But how many should I eat a day? I don't know. Anyway, it's the captain's table tonight. You know where I'll be. Bye.
Trixie! Thank you so much, Trixie. And I want you to see the color on, come on out. I want you to see the beautiful color. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. Huh? Thank you, Mary. I wanted to mention one other thing. In the Archie and Edith Bunker skit, the beautiful person that played Edith, she is 100 years old. Yeah. She tells me she's been living here for like 25 years. I think she's been in every Marquee show there is. And it kind of reminds me of the story about the married couple. They were married like for 25 or 30 years, and one night they were having just the dumbest argument. You know, most arguments are dumb anyhow, but they were just screaming and yelling and back and forth, and finally the wife just screamed out, "I'll dance on your grave! I'll dance on your grave!" And the husband put it in his will to be buried at sea. Goodbye. Okay, now, you know, folks, we get many questions about what do senior citizens do in a retirement home. Well, first of all, we like to call it a retirement village or a retirement campus. So we'd like to present a number now from our Calendar Follies Marquee show that will answer all of these questions. So we now take you to the activity room of the Shady Acres Retirement Home where three women are sitting. I wonder what they're chatting about.
Girls, this is boring. Let's do something.
I'll make a cup of tea.
I hate tea.
I'll have a cup. I'll make tea too.
If you're young,
I have to get to the casino. As fast as I can.
All right, tea for two, girls. Ladies and gentlemen. Now you know what goes on in the activity room. You know, because we have, as Marie mentioned, we have three people living here, women living here over 100 years old, 102, 101, and 100. That proves that women do live longer than men. But it kind of reminds me of the story, I think about, I don't know if it was 3 years ago or 4 years ago, there was a Chicago Tribune reporter, and she was doing a story on longevity. And so she was out at beautiful Millennium Park. I love Millennium Park. And it was a beautiful sunny day. The birds were singing. It was a lovely day. And she noticed three senior gentlemen sitting on the park bench. And so she went over to them and she asked if she could interview them for her story. And they agreed. Now the first guy was very strong and rigid and alert. And he had a full head of gray hair, I mean beautiful. Anybody remember Cesar Romero? Well, he had Cesar Romero hair, okay? And so she walked up to him and she said, what do you attribute your longevity to? And he says, well, ever since I was 18, I smoke at least one cigar a day. She says, oh my gosh, and how old are you now? He goes, 78. I said, wow, that's amazing. Now, the second gentleman was kind of bent over a little, not as strong. He was a little unsteady. He had the convertible top going like me, no hair on the top here. And she asked him what he attributed his longevity to. And he says, well, ever since I was 21, I drink a pint of whiskey a day. Says, oh my gosh, and how old are you now? He goes, 83. Now the third guy, he looked like he was the oldest of the three. He was kind of bent over, a little shaky. He had a lot of lines on his face. And she said, what do you attribute your longevity to? And he says, well, ever since I was 21, I've had sex every day of my life. So, my gosh, sex every day of your life. How old are you now? 39! What a way to go! Okay, now we are going to go to our Mayslake idol marquee, featuring the art of ventriloquism. You know, they say a ventriloquist is a person who can change his or her voice so that it appears that it's coming from somewhere else. It's often called the ability to throw one's voice. Sounds like my ex-wife. But anyhow, some of the famous ventriloquists are Edgar Bergen, Paul Winchell, the amazing Jeff Dunham, Jerry Lewis, and of course, Senior Winston. Sorry. It's for those of you who remember the Ed Sullivan Show. Okay, good. So get ready now for a treat, because our next act was a big hit in our idol show. We know you're going to love them. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy and Dolly!
Well, it sure is nice to be back here at Frigo Hall again. Actually, it's nice to be anywhere. I'm not here alone, so I'd like you to meet my friend, Dolly. Aren't you going to say hello, Dolly? Hello, Dolly! No. I meant, aren't you going to say hello to the folks, Dolly? Hello to the folks, Dolly! You make me look like I'm stupid. Yeah, like you need any help with that. You should speak for yourself. I wish I could. Will you please not talk while I'm talking? Don't worry, you aren't that good. I don't need you, you know. I can be funny without a puppet. You aren't funny with a puppet! Now that's not nice. You should apologize to the audience. No. Well then, I'll do it for you. Dolly says she's very sorry. Stop putting words in my mouth! Have you been drinking lately? Oh no, of course not. Well then, why the hell are you talking to a puppet? For lunch, I had a clownfish. What's wrong with having a clownfish? It tasted funny. Remember, folks, you didn't pay to get in. You know, we've had a lot of rain lately. I wonder what the folks on Noah's Ark talk about most often. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So you say you're good at English grammar? Yes, I am. Okay, give me an example of a collective noun. A garbage can. Okay, smarty pants. What do you get when you cross an elephant with a fish? Swimming trunks. Do you know, everyone used to think the earth was flat. I always thought it was crooked. Do you know what the actual shape of the world is? Oh, yes. It's a mess. You're right. Stop the world. I want to get off. Hey, let's get out of here.
Kathy and Dolly, ladies and gentlemen! Kathy and Dolly! Don't forget your Kathy and Dolly. Now, from our Mayslake Has Talent marquee, we are now going to take you back to the early 1900s with a tribute song for a tribute singer, comedian, actress, and radio personality. She can come out now. She was a singer, comedian, actress, and radio personality. She was one of the most popular entertainers in the first half of the 20th century. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is Sophie Tucker, and this is her signature song.
Some of these days, gonna be happy. Some of these days, you're gonna be so long. Gonna miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kissing. You're gonna miss me, baby, when I'm gone away. You're gonna be so, 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 and everybody only, 'cause they will know, baby, you always had your way. And if you leave me, it's gonna grieve me to miss your legs like mama some of
Sophie Tucker! Let's take an old-fashioned walk. Thank you so much. Okay. Now we would like to present a number from our extra special marquee. This is a silent film which involves a beautiful, helpless young female placed in a dire predicament by a monster villain. Now she requires a male hero to rescue her. And after rescuing her, the hero often obtains her hand in marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a damsel in distress. this film. We're now going to take you back to a scene from our 1998 Marquee show called More Spice. Now, the organ grinder was a musical novelty street performer of the 19th century and refers to an operator of either a street or a barrel organ, okay? Now, the organ grinder would move from neighborhood to neighborhood, soliciting payments for his performance. And for many of them, it was the only way for them to support their families. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's look in on Giuseppe and Bimbo. Open curtain, open sesame.
Oh, sole mio, oh, sole mio, I saw for you, if you solo for me, oh, sole mio. I'm out of solos, so this is the end. Hello, everybody. It is so nice to see you. Let me introduce you to my partner, Bimbo. Bimbo, say hello to the nice audience. No, that's goodbye. No. Say hello. Much better, thank you so much. Now, Bimbo is very smart and intelligent for a monkey. And she's going to do some tricks for us. Bimbo, no tricks, no banana. Thank you. Bimbo is also very good at mathematics. Bimbo, how much is 1 plus 1? That's wonderful, Bimbo. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. And now Bimbo is going to jump through the hoop for you. Maybe lower. Maybe there. Well, I told you she was very smart for a monkey. And Bimbo is also very, very good at putting out fires. Bimbo, no, not the audience. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to Paris, France.
Our 2011 Mayslake as Talent Marquee will take you to the mysterious, secretive, spine-chilling catacombs of Paris Opera House. The phantom lures Christine to his lair beneath the Opera House. He seduces Christine with his music of the night, his voice putting her into a tight trance. He sings of his unspoken love for her and urges her to forget the world and the life she knew before.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently books I write. I compose the music of the night. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, oh sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold and feeling and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes and let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Feel it, oh hear it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the life you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, with intoxication. Touch me, oh trust me. Savor each sensation. Let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. Christine! Christine, I love you. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music Thank you. Wow, what a great audience. My gosh. I wish I had a bigger apartment. I'd take you all home with me. Let me get this off. And by the way, remind me to make bigger holes in the nose because I was suffocating in there. On the next show, yeah. Let's see if I can get this off. I'm going to leave this on. Okay. And here's my little book. Now, this is the part of the show that I really don't look forward to doing. But, you know, things are the way they are, and they have to be the way they are, so this is what I call, you know what, can somebody help me with this, take this tape off of me, please? Because I'm all tangled up.
You want it back on?
Hang on, folks, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here, folks. I'm all knotted up in my work here. Okay. See, I'm still here, unfortunately. That's all right. This is the part of the show that we call our Channel 11 donation efforts. Now you know what I mean. But I'm going to be real honest with you. First of all, this crowd is absolutely fantastic. We thank you for being here. And, you know, we don't get any money from Mayslake. We don't have a sponsor. We don't get any money from the government. And we sure as hell don't get any money from the state of Illinois. They're knocking on our doors. So we rely on donations from nice people like you. And you guys have been so great in the past. We got our own laptop, these headsets, and that's how we pay for the scenery and the costumes. How about the costumes on the show? So we rely on donations from you all, and you know we have two of our residents standing in the back, and when the show's over, they'll stand more into the room, not up against the wall. When they're holding baskets, so as you go, you can drop $1, $5, $20. If you're going to write a check, make it out to cash. But whatever, and I know Christmas is coming up and all of that, so whatever you can afford, we would appreciate it. Thank you so much. You've been just so great to us. Thank you. Now, on with the show, and thank God I got rid of that cake. Now, from our 2011 Mayslake Has Talent Marquee, well, we're going to do this one now. We're going to do the one from Around the World in 80 Days, D-A-Z-E, and you'll know why when you see the number. The project started out in 1967 as a movie written and directed by the zany Mel Brooks. Then in 2001, he wrote music to it, and it became a Tony Award-winning Broadway musical. In 2005, he wasn't done yet, it became a very successful musical comedy film. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our version of a number from The Producers. And now it's springtime, for it's the right journey. Good land is happy and gay. We're marching to a faster pace. Look out, here comes a masquerade. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. Winter for Poland and France. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. The Germans go into your death. she never gets hungry on the show. Oh, is that Trixie? Trixie, what?
I think I ate the captain's table. I might have even eaten the captain.
Looks like you're eating bowling balls or something. My goodness. Please, take it easy. Have a seat, if you can get in that seat. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Thank you. You know, to put on a show like this, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. And we just hope that you enjoy the show. And I want you to meet everybody that's kind of involved that can come up here on the stage. I want the rest of our cast, our Memories cast, to come out, led by Fran Evans. Come on out, folks. And I want our stage man to come out, our stage people. I want our makeup artists, our wig people to come on out on the stage. Dolly, take it easy, Dolly, okay? I want to thank JoJo for, she's our computer technician. I have labeled her as the lady with the magic finger. And our backstage manager, all of our, oh, how about our beautiful card girls, the absolutely beautiful, exotic, gorgeous, they gave us a lot of class and a lot of beauty. Thank you so much. And is Marie, oh, there's Marie. Marie Doria, come on out here, Marie. And also, there's one other person that I would like to thank. This person did all of the set decorations. She did the pictures. She hung the pictures up. She made the props that you see on the stage. She also is like the stage manager. She's leading people with coming in and coming out and doing the props and all of that. She's just absolutely amazing, and her name is Mary Ellen Heber, and we want to thank her. I hope did I forget anybody, or did I leave anybody out? Okay, good. So, I don't know if you remember Columbo, but one last thing. You know, when we see all of the wonderful people out here in the audience, it makes us feel so good on stage. And I only hope that our show today made you feel as good as you made all of us feel. Thank you so much. Something